Hi Internet, so I know that this is a Doctor Who channel and that generally we talk about Doctor Who and TARDISes and things involving that, but I really couldn't live with myself if I didn't make a video about Torchwood, which has been showing on the BBC and BBC America for the past week, and it was a 5-part kind of bonanza squished into a week, 1 hour. Wow, brilliant. It was called Children of Earth. And this video is going to have spoilers for it, so if you haven't seen it, which you should, I recommend that you find it. I think the DVD's already out or going to be out soon, if that's the only way that you can get hold of it, but I'm sure that there's somewhere that you can watch it. BBC iPlayer if you live in the UK, and I don't know where else people go to watch these things, because I'm out the loop. So yeah, I loved it, but I loved it in a painful way, in a way that I don't think I've still recovered yet. I think if I were to watch it one more time I would have a huge nervous breakdown, but that would be 5 hours of watching, and there we go. I think that despite the pain it caused me, the 4th episode was my favourite. It was all beautifully shot and really well directed, and the team of writers actually, I think it worked perfectly, because sometimes the dialogue can be fluffy and convenient in both Doctor Who and Torchwood, and in this case it was, yeah, really well scripted, very believable reactions, which I think made it all the more painful and made the events of the last few episodes even more painful. Oh my god, in the 5th with Stephen, the grandson, that was horrible. I can't believe they killed off Yanto. Like, I am shocked and appalled. He's my favourite character on the show, or was, I guess. I love Jack as well, but Jack's very different in Torchwood than he is in Doctor Who, understandably. But Yanto was always my favourite from the start, and the fact that they killed him off after... I mean, we should have seen it coming, the signs are pretty obvious, and he was all like, oh, one day you'll watch me die, to Jack, which was very Rose and Doctor-y, or the Doctor and whoever, But I don't think I really thought about it properly, and yeah, the whole thing was quite Yanto-centric, and the fact that we've lost Yanto, oh my god, just kill off Reese instead. I'm not gonna lie, I love Gareth David Lloyd. I think he's a terrific actor. I think he did a tremendous job with Yanto. I read a Guardian article that described it as like a casualty of the 456, and that's what the tragic thing was, because he didn't get the chance to die heroically, as it were, like Owen and Tosh. He was just one of the other people who died in the building that day, which, you know, to us he wasn't that, but it would be otherwise seen like that. And I think that's really sad. I think that in episode 5 we didn't see enough of Jack mourning Yanto, but it's obvious that he was, and it's obvious that he couldn't live with the events of the 5th episode as well, with, you know, letting his grandson die, which was horrible. So, like, it's understandable why he would run away and why he would keep it all sealed in, because he's not one to, like, sit down and discuss his feelings at length, which I think would also have cheapened the reaction. But as well, oh gosh, I don't know, I don't know how they're gonna continue Torchwood with... I'm guessing that they would just get a completely different cast now, just with John Barrowman and other people, but I would miss Gwen as well. She can be annoying, she can be a bit of Mary Sue at times, but I love Gwen in a way. She's quite girl powery, and I really admire that about her. And the fact that the hub doesn't exist anymore as well, which is like the staple point. I don't know what they're planning to do for the next series. I don't know if there's going to be a next series, if there's going to be a completely new and random cast. The storyline in general I thought was brilliant. It had echoes of Midnight for me, kind of the idea of like a very innocent feel, but that's very strong and powerful, like children being possessed, these kind of innocent beings, and also people treating them as nothing, like dirt, and just trading with them. It was just drugs, which was that was the worst thing, the fact that they didn't need these children to live, they just need them for like a fix. And the haunting image as well, just the child's eyes just floating, it was, yeah, I find it really hard to criticise this episode, this short series, actually. I thought at first as well, when we first saw Clem, the old guy, that the reason why he was being affected is because it's like a second childhood, they always say. Maybe I'll see you soon with whatever's coming next, probably Sarah Jane Adventures. We might make this a little bit of a spin-off channel until we until we get to Waters of Mars. The promo pictures for that are just amazing. The what's it called, face stuff is so cool. Oh, another note about Children of Mars, about Children of Earth, Children of the Earth? I can't even remember what it's called now. The format of having it in a week was really great. It kept the storyline running really well, but I was thinking that I don't think that would work as well with Doctor Who, so I hope that they didn't try and do it with that, for example, because I think it's all very well contained in Doctor Who, and the suspense is very well contained, but with a story like Children of Earth, it was so active that it worked, and it worked on a real-time basis as well, I think, if that makes sense. I don't even know. Alonso.